pulling out the big guns.
Is it a little hot out here?
That we're able to nail the other piece into.
Let me check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's off on this one though, angle wise. But you said yours was too down there, right?
No, it was pretty good down here. So how we're looking?
Like this end, I've got like a 1/4 inch room, but down on this end, it's more like 3/4.
Alright, so Saturday, Sam's dad came out and they got, I love you too, and they got the plywood all up on the top, giving us the first layer of our new roof, which was awesome. It was probably the hottest day of the year. The heat index was over 100. They had hoped to get everything done, but it was just so hot they had to keep taking breaks to be safe, so kind of slowed them down. And then we had 2 really busy days, and Sam on Tuesday had half a day where he got up there and he put up the fascia. He put up what I think is called the flashing around the fascia, and he also got the tar paper up. And he really wanted to finish and get everything up Tuesday, but we just ran out of time. So it is now Wednesday morning, bright and early. He got up extra early this morning because he is determined to get all of the metal roofing up before he has to go into work at church today. So we're gonna go check in and see how he's doing and see what else needs to be done, because I don't know a thing about roofing besides putting the metal roof up there. And then once the roof is all the way up, we get to start on the inside, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tour of what I have planned for the inside of that mudroom, and it's going to be awesome.
Show the dent. I sat my big butt on it and squashed it.
Okay.
Hug you too, baby. It's okay, Mommy.
All right, go play. Go play. I have to interview the man who put a new roof on the mudroom.
The roof is not technically finished yet. We have had a couple of rainstorms though, and it hasn't leaked, so that's really good. But I do have some some finishing touches I need to put on it, and then we can start on the inside, which I do have a little bit more deconstructing to do on the inside before we start putting nice things in there. But it'll be really nice to have a mudroom that we can actually use. It's been used a little bit for storage, but we'll actually be able to put shoes and coats and hats out there. I think it'll be really, really nice for the winter time when everything's just really, really messy in general.
All right, the next day he finished. It rained really hard last night, so we're going to see if it stayed dry in here. Go Lexi, go potty. And hey, go. I mean, that looks dry. That's not wet, that's the shadow. And that all looks dry. He was really worried. He said he had a lot of trouble getting the flashing up correctly because trying to tie from here into the old roof on the kitchen, that the roofing was really stuck together. It was really hard to get it in there, but it looks like it did pretty good. It rained really, really hard. It was a bad storm, so. Okay, let me show you a couple of things that I am kind of thinking about and some things that maybe I want some ideas on. Maybe you guys can help me out with some ideas. The mudroom is probably, I don't know, 10 by 15. First thing we're gonna do is replace the windows with better windows, and Sam has already purchased that, putting new glass because obviously the glass is all broken. And this giant ancient chest freezer is going. We bought an upright chest freezer because it'll take up less square footage. And this one was given to us by somebody at church, which we really appreciate. It's been great for several years, but it's definitely on its last legs, so it's going to be transformed into feed storage. The lid is so heavy and it doesn't stay, and every time I reach in there I get whacked on the head by the lid coming down. But it will keep predators and things from getting out of our feed, so that'll be perfect in the barn, just not plugged in, but just as like a storage container for feed. And my plan is that the new upright freezer is actually going to go here. That is a window into the house. We have it blocked by some furniture and a curtain, so you won't be looking at the back of a freezer. And then I'm thinking about putting some shelves here that'll be for the girls' outside play activities, so they'll be nicely stored and not a big mess. And then over here by the door, I would like to put a big long bench for everybody to be able to sit down on and put their boots on. And I'm a little unsure about how I want to store boots, so maybe give me some ideas. I've seen like pegs that you put boots on. We already have boot mats. The biggest struggle is we want to make sure that the boots get dried out if they get wet. And I'm wondering if being able to put them upside down on those pegs will work better, or whether we should just stick with boot mats that go under the benches, or if there's some other idea that we haven't thought about. I'm going to put a bunch of hooks on this wall for everybody's coats. It's going to be a giant wall of hooks, and I actually might make the bench an L. We'll see about that. But that way everyone's coats, everyone's boots and shoes will be out here and not on the kitchen floor. And then over here is kind of our junk collector area right now, and all of our tools and things. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Most of these things need to go in the barn when Sam is done working on the mudroom. So it'll just be an empty area. So what kind of things do you guys have in your mudrooms? Do you have something that's cool or is an awesome space saver? You know, what do you got going on? Because I need an idea for this area, because most of these things are leaving and are meant to be stored in the barn. And obviously we'll be getting a new screen door, which we already have. It'll go right there. And we're going to pull down all of this paneling and put up some drywall, so it'll look really nice and fresh in here. The floor, I think we're just going to keep this unfinished concrete. It's real easy to sweep out, and it's going to be muddy all the time from the kids coming in and out from outside. It is a little smashed up here, but really for the purpose of this room, it's not worth fixing the floor and putting new flooring down. Thanks so much for watching. We will have a new video for you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.